Well, YouTube, we have a little bit of a problem. We've accumulated some things, so let's take a look. Welcome back to Forsland's Fun Factory. Today we're going to go on a little journey. I picked up a bunch of stuff, kind of got a good deal, and you'll see that it's a lot of parts. So first, let's kind of go back down memory lane. We had seen an older gentleman years ago running a bike shop in town here, and I heard that he passed away sadly. And now they're cleaning up that property, so I swung by and took time to kind of dig through the remnants of that individual's things, and we got a bunch of cool stuff. So in a moment we're going to go through those things. Stick around, enjoy. We'll probably play a little bit of music and go through all this stuff. It is a little gross, not cleaned up by any means, but not very many things are with bikes until you clean them up yourself. So let's look at some of this stuff. Let's take a moment. You saw me kind of place some of this stuff down real quick. We're actually going to go through every little box, and then there's also more, believe it or not. As a repairer of bikes, it's always a great plan to have extra parts around, so that was kind of my goal here. Originally, I went over to this place to try to find some bike tools, just because it's always cool to have everything you need when you're working on a bike rather than have to order offline or get by with non-bike tools. So I was rummaging through looking for bike tools, and then the owner said that he was going to keep them. Anything that I found, which was kind of sad. There was a really nice, long, heavy park tool headset wrench that I found, and there was one other wrench, I don't know what it was, but it looked like a bike tool. So all this stuff, very, very cool, but kind of sadly, the bike tools would have been even cooler. So I did a little bit of sorting of these things prior to this, but we're gonna together look through them and then place them down onto my trailer to kind of show you what all I got for parts here through this old bike shop that was around in this local town here that I live in. So kind of cool stuff. Let's look. I kind of want to get to wheels at the end, and believe it or not, whole bikes too. So let's take a peek. Alright, so we got a box full of tubes, some of them new, some of them old. I don't know about you, but rubber degrades over time, so I don't know if all of these are going to be good, but we have a bunch of tubes, so always good to have those around, as tubes are easily punctured and you can just throw one in that you already have. That's a great option to have. Kind of gross in here, but there's some tubes. So we just kind of flipped through two of these bigger bins here, and they had kind of cassettes and free hubs. Only one actual cassette, the rest are free hubs and a single feed. We have some nice grips. They're dirty, but they'll clean up. We have rear derailleurs, one that's a little nice, but the bolt's missing, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Front derailleurs are lacking. We got thumb shifters. Some of them are pretty junky, but I don't know, they might be useful, we'll see. We got two brake hoods, but one's missing the clamp, so maybe we can make one out of that. We got brake lever shifter combos, and we're going to slide all those onto the trailer too. Grip shifters, all sorts of different kinds. Some new looking almost. That grip shift. I don't know. We got thummies again. Hopefully some decent in there. We have a bunch of down tube shifters. And rack mounts. Couple bottle cages. Some job tags. I just figured those would be good to do if I'm doing customer bikes. Cables, noodles, stuff. These are marked as fork plugs. I thought they were bar end plugs, but let's see what we get in there. It looks like headset parts and brake lever parts. Cranks! Kind of junky ones, but they'll do in a pinch. These ones are actually even 170. 170 also, I think. And 175 these ones, but they're pinned, so you can't replace the rings. Kind of annoying. Pedals! Cable stuff. Chains. 6, 7, 8 speed. Oh, that says 3 speed. 6, 7, 8 speed. And I don't know what this one is. Oh well. Things. Seat posts. They need cleaning. Sorry, they're kind of gross. And clamps. Also needs cleaning. We got a bunch of cleaners and weird stuff. One set of brakes, a pump. We got another seat post. I don't know what that is. It's kind of weird. Big thing of brake pads. Nothing all that nice in there, but parts is parts. And yeah. Last kind of setup here is wheel building stuff before I actually show you the built wheels and then the complete bike. So let's take a look. We got a couple decent hubs. You know, they're not top of the line by any means, but parts is parts. Skewers, axles. No bearing parts in there, but skewers and axles. I think I tried to only take the ones with skewer axles, not complete solid axles. So we got some spokes here. These must go with that nice cerium, I don't know, Mavic hub. And then I was looking through here real briefly, and there's also some that are pretty cool. Where are they? Like these ones? They're butted spokes, kind of chromed. But I imagine that most of these are just kind of junk. This box is brand new. 20-inch parts. They're measured, taped off, all kind of cool stuff. So, just gonna take those out. So as you're seeing, we're definitely getting some parts ready to gear up for a bunch of fixes. We're going to move into the wheels, but I also picked up some other parts after all this. So hopefully the plan is to show you only the ones that I picked up with this load from this gentleman that had a bike shop, or his dad had a bike shop, quote unquote, when he was younger. So he was telling me all sorts of stories about how he would ride bikes everywhere. And we're also going to try, he's an older gentleman now, we're going to try to get a bike put together for him, so you'll see that at some point too. But let's take a peek at these wheels. Well, we got 3 different sets of hoops. We got 26er. They're also, oh gosh, what was the brand? Lineman. So they'll clean up nice. They're kind of filthy now, but. And then we got 2 sets of Araya 27s that will also clean up very nicely. Add those to the stash. That's first, Dior XT hubs laced to Richie, World Champion, quality rims, Rock 415E. It says DT spokes. It's a nice looking set of wheels, but it clearly needs a little love, so we'll clean them up at some point. I think the bearings are kind of yucky, so they'll need to fold down through, but very nice set of 26er wheels. Set of 2. Alright, the cassette here is snaggle too, so that'll have to come off, but these wheels, I always like these weird spoke patterns for some reason. But Schwinn aluminum wheels, nothing crazy special here, but they're kind of cool. Set number 2 with a new tire. 3 oddball fronts here, one black rim and the other 2, I don't know, that one on that far side probably not all that nice, but those 2 are not double walled, this one is, but parts is parts. Then we have another Xera, how do we pronounce it, XT Shimano lace to a wheel that's not that nice, but it's something. Cassette on it, it's in decent shape. So this wheel here, I don't know, decent rim, nice spokes, and if you look real close, it can't be. Oh, nice. Look at the load. We're going to get to the bikes in just a second here. I do want to remind you that these were kind of stored away and they definitely need going through, even though the father of this individual had gone through them at some point. Excuse the wind, a little windy here today. So these bikes, really there's anything all that crazy nice, but it'll keep me busy and projects rolling in the future, so kind of awesome as we're moving forward. A couple 24-incher bikes, probably like girls models, but this is really old, Magna or something. And a mongoose that might not be repairable, as that fork is never going to work right. So I got to get to a ride here in an hour and 25 minutes, so sadly we're gonna have to cut it a little short. I will continue this tomorrow with the rest of the bikes, and then you'll get to see all those projects that I'll be working on for the rest of the summer here. Outside of that, I also do have other things that I'll be doing. We'll be busy. One eternity later. Day 2 here, and want to get these bikes shown off to you so I can start working on them here. Again, keep in mind some of them are basically junk, so we'll probably just trash them, but over here, looks like a Huffy Superior. That was actually in decent shape, except for the wheels are all rusty. So Murray, Northwind, chain's pretty crusty on that guy. Junky, I don't know. We got a Magna Great Divide. Chain's pretty solid. Junk, I don't know. Alright, we got a couple of cruisers here, or whatever you want to call these, I guess. This one's actually in pretty decent shape, so maybe some tires and get her up for sale. This one, I don't know, kind of looks like a garden bike to me. Maybe I can market it as that and make a little bit of money. Schwinn, chain guards from an open road. A Vista, Sophisticate. I don't know, looks like another garden bike to me. Maybe somebody would like to have that in their garden. And then we have this guy, pretty cool looking. Look at how thick those spokes are on that wheel. But it's a Columbia, what are they called? I don't know, 2-seater bike. So, kind of cool, missing the front chain. You can only pedal this one from the back. You need somebody in back to pedal and someone in front to steer, so somebody's doing all the work. Kind of cool. So, parts and pieces, I don't know. Got a couple more rounds of things here. So we got a couple mountain bikes. This is pretty much a junker also. I don't know, parts and pieces. Nothing special going on here. So this thing, I don't know, might bring a little bit of something. I don't know what the heck was going on here, why you would put thummies on something like this when it probably came with nicer shifters, but got a disc in the front and nothing in the rear. We need a disc hub in order to make that work. But parts is parts, I guess. Couple here, I promise. We got a giant Sedona. This might bring a little bit of money. Doesn't really need much. Cable housings and air, probably. And we have the Schwinn Link. Needs a back tire. I don't know, we'll be messing around with it. Got a little bit of scraping going on it, but looks nice. Alright, last round here. The kind of a couple cool ones here. We have a Trek Antelope. This has seen better days, but we'll probably clean up well, so we're going to work on that a little bit. We have a Rally Capri. This is a junior edition road bike. Pretty awesome looking. Chain clearly needs replaced, but they also put relaxed handlebars on here. I don't understand why you would do that to a road bike, but to each their own, I guess. And we have this thing, Lotus Pro Series chromo fork. Kind of got a decent frame set. I don't know, it's chromo also. 3 main tubes it says, so 2000R. Nice AccuShift shifters. Needs complete con through, of course, but pretty awesome looking bike. Even has his old tag on here, so kind of cool stuff. And probably the nicest one of all of them, I would have to say. Needs a lot of cleaning, but so there you have it. We've gone through all the stuff, and yeah, been kind of a lot. So although it's a lot of stuff, hopefully it all gets put to good use. And I know that I kind of enjoy working on bikes, so hopefully as time goes on, I get a bunch of these sold and out of the way. Some of them need just a little, some of them need kind of a lot. You did see on my community page the GT here. The GT came along pretty nicely when I was working on it last. Maybe you see something a little different on here, maybe not, but that thing's been riding pretty well. Haven't been doing huge rides on it or anything, but just for fun. So stick around if you like content like this. You want to see me fix up some of these bikes and other things, then of course don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and all that whatnot, as we'll be moving through some of these stuff, some of the stuff and some of the bikes. So I of course have other things planned too, and other projects. This is just kind of one load from this older gentleman. That was kind of fun to get so much so quickly. So this will keep kind of helping me as the bike projects pile up. You need parts usually, and you don't want to wait for weeks on end from Amazon or eBay or whatever. So it'll be cool. Catch you on the next one. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that doodads and clickins, and I'll see you later.